everybody, this is Betty from Betty Travels, and in today's video I'm going to talk to you about everything that you need to know if you want to travel to Mexico City. Mexico City is one of my favorite towns because you get everything that you could think of is in Mexico City. So let's just get down to the first things that you need to know if this is your first time or you want to know what's the most important thing. Obviously, the first thing that you need to know, if you're flying into Mexico City, you don't need to pay for a taxi or an Uber. The metro line runs right out of the airport. When you're getting off the airport, you could ask any police officer or anybody in the airport to lead you to where the metro station is. The metro station costs 5 pesos. That's not even, 50 cents. And you could go anywhere. The metro line runs all over, and you could get to if you're gonna stay in the center, you just pay 5 pesos to get there. And if you get lost or anything, you could ask. There's a lot of police officers at the metro station, so you could tell them where you're going, and they'll be more than willing to help you out. The only exception to the rule I could see is that maybe, if you're asking during rush hour, you're not going to get you're going to have to wait a while, for people to help you out. But normally it's okay. So what should you do in Mexico? What do I recommend if you want to go to Mexico City and you want to experience what Mexican people are really like and what they do for fun that a lot of people don't do? Well, you have to go to the lucha libre fights. I know it's a little weird, but I had a great time. It's kind of like WWF, but it's in its raw nature, and you have a great time. You buy the tickets there. You get the tickets in the location. The lucha libre runs around 2 or 3 times out of the week on the weekends, and it's a lot of fun. You go to some places that are family based, and you just have a great time for a few hours, and you just forget about everything else, and you just enjoy your time. What else should you know about Mexico? What are Mexican food? What do expats think about Mexican food that they have in Mexico? Well, take a look at this.
Tacos, and quesadillas, and a burrito. Are we getting a burrito?
It's a starter. This is a fucking starter. It's massive. This is like a crispy batter.
Red onion, cabbage, lettuce, and
then the taste of Mexico.
Oh, it is fishy. Yeah. I can get the smell. I didn't get that smell.
It's a little bit like calamari, but it's seasoned different.
What do you say? Secret marinade. See, when I go to a restaurant, they say it's something secret. You leave.
Ceviche.
哇，在里边加点葱就好了哈。
那我给你点这个，要不要？
不不。
好的。
还行。
好吃啊。
来，切份。哎呀，麦嘎真好，真教着我了。
正好吃。
看这次吃真好。
So I hope you like the clips on, expats eating Mexican food for the first time. I think it's a little bit hilarious. And you have to try the Mexican food here in Mexico City. So this is one of the gimmicks. You have to try out the food. You have to try out the street food. So what's another important thing about Mexico City that you should know if you're traveling here? Well, the most important thing is the location of where you're staying at. Now, I know a lot of people say, Mexico City, you could stay anywhere, but it's really important because it's even happened to me. I have rented an Airbnb. I went to the location. They told me I was a mile away from the Zocalo area, and God knows where I was at. I mean, the guy totally lied. He told me it was a penthouse, and it was just a shack. And, it was a bad area, and I didn't feel safe at all. So my recommendation is do your research. Make sure that the colony, that where you're staying in, is safe. Get a second opinion, because in Mexico City, that's the most important thing that you need to do. if you want to stay in Mexico City 1 or 2 days. I mean, you could get a situation could go good to totally bad in 1 minute, depending on the location that you're at. And you really don't want to be too far out of the center or out of the area, because you know, it's going to cost you transportation, you might get mugged, or, you know, shit happens. So stay in the good spots. My personal recommendation is if you stay at the Colonia Roma, La Zona Condesa, that's where I usually stay at. Yes, it is a little bit more expensive. Yes, it's close to the center, but you know what? My safety comes first. And it's just a cool spot to hang out. I mean, it's just like being in Manhattan, in Miami, and West Hollywood and LA, and being a little bit of Rome. I just can't explain it. And it's just, you get the best of everything, and you're gonna love it there. You probably want to live there like I do. So that's my personal take. Second option you could go is you could go to Polanco area. Polanco area is the Beverly Hills of Mexico City. If you don't want to spend that much, you could go to La Reforma, which is around 10-15 minutes away from the Zocalo area, and you get really good hotels. You get the Marriott there and so forth. But there are some good flats there as well. So do your research, guys. Make sure that where you're staying at is a good location. That's the most important thing, and you're in the center, like I always say on my videos. So let's take a look at what Mexico City has to offer you guys. So I hope you guys like the content. I hope you guys like what I showed you guys about Mexico City. It's a great fun place to be. You have to see it once in a lifetime. And I do videos at least 7 to 10 days in English and in Spanish. And I try to cover as much as I possibly can. If I miss anything, please try to help anybody down. Leave a comment on if you have any suggestions for me, or if I miss anything, try to help people out that travel a lot or coming to Mexico City. And I would love to hear from you. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook or my social media. And if you want to help the channel out, which I would really appreciate it, all my information is on the description box below. And I'll see you guys in 7 to 10 days. All right, ciao. Take care.